Wildcat Innovation Labs has been serving the students and startup community since 2019. And during several engagements with startups and other stakeholders, these are the identified top challenges on the ground from incubator and startup perspectives. First, for Wildcat Innovation Labs as an incubator, we are facing low admission and survival rate of incubatees from technopreneurship and other outcomes-based courses to our incubation program. There is also low manual assessment process of ideas and projects admission for the incubation program. Another is slow market reach expansion of incubation services. And lastly, our sustainability strategy is still untested. And for the challenges of our incubatees or startups, they are facing the following: limited funding and market opportunities, insufficient talents and facilities, and uncoordinated efforts among various startup enablers. To address the challenges of Wildcat Innovation Labs as an incubator, the following initiatives are proposed and done to increase productivity, improve efficiency, expand market reach, and enhance sustainability. At the rate that we are producing ideas and solutions, the goal of generating quality outputs can be achieved by, first, increasing the idea breadth or the number of unique categories of innovation ideas. It may highlight priorities in the research agenda of the university that is over-focused on releasing a particular category of product. We reckon that it is about time to realign the innovation program of every college or department to emphasize product development. Next is increasing idea depth or the number of unique sources for ideas. It also measures how well our innovation practice capture ideas from researches and projects done by faculty and students. Highlighting commerciality from these sources will increase our potential incubatees. Third is increasing idea generation. ES038 or Technopreneurship has generated 340 ideas from 1,700 students who enrolled last school year 2020 to 2021. With one course alone, we can produce a good number of potential ideas and solutions. But the concern really is in its quality. Imagine a class of 50 to 70 students having only one mentor or one teacher for 10 to 14 groups with 5 members in each team, and potentially each team solving different problems that sometimes is beyond the expertise of the teacher. Based on a survey that we have conducted recently, some ES038 faculty are struggling to balance quantity and quality of ideas pitched by students. The mentorship mechanism of the course method of research or the advisorship format of capstone project in College of Computer Studies could possibly address this concern. We will cover this approach later after a couple of slides. And the last strategy of generating quality outputs is improve idea selection. From ES038 alone, the percentage of ideas that are accepted in our incubation program is only 6%. This percentage can be increased if we increase the idea breadth, idea depth, and employ various strategies in generating commercially viable ideas. Automating the activities and operations of the Wildcat Innovation Labs are key to an efficient management of the TBI services. In our desire to become a data-driven business incubator, we plan to launch Wildcat Innovation Labs Management System, or WILMS, to a higher level. Basic features of startup analytics, technopreneurship analytics, and resource management analytics are already in place. From data analytics, we plan to employ advanced machine learning algorithms to facilitate sound decision-making features in the future, like answers to questions such as, what makes a perfect team composition? Or what is the average number of pivots needed before arriving to a brilliant solution? The Intellectual Property Asset Management System, or IPAMS, on the other hand, will also undergo future updates. IPAMS is essential in converging outputs from different sources, such as research and project-based courses, indexed in one platform. As per recommendation by our university president, the Wildcat Innovation Labs plans to extend our services to our neighboring universities in the region. One major endeavor is to share our best practices in handling technopreneurship, especially for the engineering disciplines. By doing this, we're hoping that we can entice various engineering programs from various academic institutions to join our WildFest seasonal event, such as WildQuest, WildChase, and WildRoar, and a yearly event called WildFest League happening in December during our Founders Day. These external customers and partners are potential feeders to our incubation program, which is called SPOT. According to an expert, sustainability means meeting the needs of present generation without compromising the needs of the future generation. In a broader context, social, environmental, and economic demands are the three pillars in sustainability. Having said that, let's focus our goal setting to the financial aspect. Before the DOST CITU TBI project has started, we were required to specify a strategy on how to sustain the incubator after the project. The TBI project manager pitched some sustainability options to the academic council that was voted and approved in principle after that meeting. The first approach was to charge a TBI fee for ES038. There were three options presented. First, a 3-unit course with laboratory. Second is a 3-unit course. 2 units of that is faculty-led, and then 1 unit will go to the TBI. The third one is a 3-unit course plus 500 pesos as the TBI fee. These options were made from the assumption that TBI will co-manage the course activities and deliverables. After that meeting, the majority voted for option 3. Unfortunately, due to the pandemic, this strategy was not implemented. On the positive side, since we started offering ES038, we also uncovered innovation management loopholes like the ones mentioned earlier. Having said all this, we would like to propose a better and more responsive approach. We would like to propose that ES038 be offered as a 3-unit course. No changes to the curriculum with the following details. 2 units is for mentorship, 1 unit is for TBI, which will include the management of course content, course events, and then the deliverables and the teams. The 2-unit mentorship will be distributed to the faculty members with specialization fit to the requirements of each team, or the pay for mentors will be based on the number of teams handled. We believe that this approach will not only address concerns on sustainability, but also the issue on the quality of ideas mentioned earlier. Apart from the new ES038 management strategy, the Wildcat Innovation Labs will also offer technopreneurship as a pure online or distance mode. When we get back to face-to-face setup, we would also generate revenue from resource rentals for our co-working space and conference rooms. We can even charge educational tour fee with free promotional merchandise to future student group visitors from other schools. And of course, we will also tap our internal pool of experts for consultancy opportunities. We are also drafting a startup revenue sharing policy to our next batch of incubatees. Based on our benchmarking and research, we can demand up to 2% share from the revenue of our successful startups. This policy has yet to be approved by the university. Moreover, a review on the IP policy related to the ownership of the projects and research outputs must be streamlined. And lastly, because of the Startup Act and other related laws, the Philippine government is now pouring abundant support to innovators, including startups. One of our success stories is our star incubatee, OCHAP, who will commence a 3.8 million peso project in the coming weeks. We are also rooting for another homegrown startup, CoHub, for another grant this time with the Women Helping Women program of PSHIR. In the next round of startups that we will recommend for a grant, we can charge up to 10% of the total funds received to cover support and project management services. We are also focusing our search to the right project with grant to support, improve, and innovate our services to our students, faculty, and community. Our attention is currently directed to the Technopark project of DOST. This project will level up our TBI services in CIT University to include benefits of making the campus HESAZO. They say ideas come and go. Realization of these priorities would greatly enable us in Wildcat Innovation Labs in spotting wild ideas and providing a sanctuary equipped enough to nurture them. As for the startup challenges, Wildcat Innovation Labs is one of the founding TBIs together with UP Cebu Init and Synergy TBI of Silliman University of Region 7 Startup Consortium called DASIG, or Development and Acceleration Support for Innovation Growth. DASIG is primarily funded and supported by the Regional Startup Enablers for Ecosystem Development or RESEED program of DOST PSHIR. Generally, the regional consortia are created to address the following major innovation growth roadblocks: limited access to capital and market for startups, lack of resources, talents, and support infrastructure, and harmonized initiatives of different stakeholders, and low number of fundable startups. DASIG Consortium aims to tackle these challenges by collaborating with accelerators, incubators, investors, and government and non-government support organizations and other startup enablers in the region to provide training, mentoring, tools, market exposure, and other befitting services to startups and technopreneurs in Region 7. According to the ecosystem mapping conducted by the DTI, Kubu, and the Cebu Chamber of Commerce and Industry last May 2022, the latest Cebu startup ecosystem has been classified as a foundational ecosystem, which is the second out of 7 stages based on the startup community maturity model's 5 variables, such as density, culture, capital, talent, and regulatory environment. To continue this progress, and as recommended in the Cebu Startup Ecosystem Mapping 2022 report, the ecosystem stakeholders should focus on the following action points. First, to increase awareness of existing support resources for founders. Second, is to open opportunities for potential and new experienced founders to interact and support each other. And lastly, to connect founders to potential local angel investors and existing investment organizations. Wildcat Innovation Labs is tasked to spearhead the consortium's strategic development and acceleration support program for startups. The design program aims to provide startups with access to resources, mentorship, networking opportunities, and roadmap to navigate intricacies of launching and scaling their businesses. Through tailored solutions and support, the program seeks to help startups make informed decisions that will increase their chances of success, contributing to the local economy and creating jobs. Wildcat Innovation Labs is proud to be founding member of the DASIG Consortium and to play a leading role in supporting the growth and development of regional startup ecosystem. By collaborating with other stakeholders and providing tailored support to startups, we are helping to address the major roadblocks to innovation growth and paving the way for a brighter future. We are excited to continue this journey and to see the impact that our efforts will have on the local economy and community.